Then there are people who say that I have Asperger's, which apparently is a real term and means somebody who thinks they have Asperger's to get attention. Which is... It reminds me of my dad, because he doesn't believe that my brother has Asperger's. And he doesn't believe that he has Asperger's himself, even though everybody around him pretty much knows that he has it, because it's so obvious. I have a diagnosis. I have a fucking diagnosis. I went to a psychiatrist for months. They took lots of tests. They figured out, yes, this person does have high-functioning Asperger syndrome. Then they gave me a paper telling me what was wrong with my head. Why would I lie about having Asperger's? Why would I pretend to have it? Why would anyone? It's not even a cool thing to have, to be honest. It's just working differently than other people. People can't accept that. What is so hard to accept about it? I'm going to get to the point, because this is getting too long. What is people's problem with Asperger's? Why can't people just... I won't say accept it, but that sounds like I'm queer, I'm here. That's not what I mean. I mean, why can't people just let Asperger syndrome be a syndrome? Let them have it. Let us have it. Let people be who they are. I shouldn't get this worked up over it, but it's insulting me on a personal level when people not that they don't understand, because like I said, you can learn, you can understand things afterwards, but that they take facts and twist them, come up with their own versions and shit, and then they hate on it for no reason, for no valid reason. It's like I said, it's like we're a minority, and people are hating on us simply because they're afraid. Maybe they're jealous because it's called high-functioning Asperger syndrome. Ooh, they think they're better than normal people. I don't think I'm better than normal people, but I do think I'm better than fucking people, like the people I'm describing. Because they are filth, they don't deserve their own opinions. I wouldn't say that they deserve to be burned, or that they should all die. They do deserve the punch in the face, but I won't give it to them because I'm a good guy. I will, however, very angrily talk about them, because they make me upset. Now, how is it in real life? How is the hate in real life? I have been bullied a lot. And I know now that that's probably because of the way I acted because of the Asperger's. I acted kind of weird. I know that now. Back then I thought I acted normal. I didn't get why I was bullied. Because I didn't know about Asperger's. I didn't know that acting a certain way is actually weird. But it is. Now that I know what Asperger's is, I know that acting that way is usually not the normal way socially. So you get bullied for it. If I had known, I might have faked or just tried to change. Still. Now that I'm grown up and I work, people at my work, they all know that I have Asperger's, and I talk about it a lot. And they have learned a lot about it. I still get a lot of misunderstandings. For example, I always want to sit on the same spot every time I eat at work. And people keep taking that spot, and I'm like, can I please have that spot? I like sitting in it. And they want to know why. And I don't have a good reason why. It's my spot and I want it. That sounds childish, but it's not childish, it's just an idea in my head. I can't help it. It's like, why do you wear pink clothes? Because you like pink. That's the exact same thing. You can go, but you shouldn't wear pink because it's ugly, you should wear this color. That won't make them like pink any less, will it? But yeah, they don't act mean to me at work. They're quite understanding, even though they misunderstand sometimes. But Asperger's is a new thing, so it's probably that. Outside of work, I don't get any hate because people don't know about my Asperger's. Sometimes I get hate because I don't act socially right. When I don't say hello in a store, for example. I don't say hello to the clerk because I don't know the clerk. And they might give me sour looks. I don't give a shit about sour looks or saying hello, so it doesn't affect me. And people, at least in Sweden, are too afraid, they're too wimpy to actually anyway bully them, grown-ups don't bully people in Sweden. In other countries you might get shit for having Asperger's, just like you might get shit for being homosexual in some countries. But at least not for me, even though I dress kind of abnormal. I wear a fedora, for example, just because I want to look a bit different. Nobody else does that. But I don't get any shit for it, so it's good. Now, what is Asperger Syndrome? It's not anything negative. It's not hate. It's not lies. It's not even misunderstanding. It's a way of thinking. It's not a bad way of thinking. It's not Nazism. It's not a religion. People aren't brainwashed into it. It's not emo-ism. People don't do it because it's cool. It's just getting it. It's thinking in a more logical way than normal people do. It's just not being the kind of asshole who says shit about shit they don't understand. Which is why I don't think that guy I mentioned before has Asperger's, even though he's showing some autistic traits. Because if he had Asperger's, he shouldn't be such an asshole, but he could still just be delusional, that's a possibility. Or thinking it's funny, which is not. I want to end this video on a happy note, but I can't because I'm fucking pissed off. And I'm sorry for saying fuck so much, I usually don't. Yeah. But yeah, I'm going to end it just saying if you don't like Asperger's, then get to know one person with Asperger's. You'll be surprised.